Boo. Yes. Bueno, al final, at the end, we're gonna finish this section today because I've been postponing the thing until today, so let's do it. I already solved this question, but I want to redo it so we can follow along. You are creating a function that aids in the maintenance of a musical album collection. The collection is organized as an object that contains multiple albums, which are also objects. Each album is a representation in the collection with unique ID as a property name. Within each album object, there are various properties describing information about the album. Not all album has complete information. To update record function takes four arguments represented by the following: record ID, prop, and value. User story. Your function must always return the entire record object. Okay, let's start. First of all, let's create a function. Well, let's follow the steps down here. You should have a function called update records. And they are saying that our function have two properties. Three parameters. So we're gonna use the records or in the parentheses. Records. We got ID. We got prop, and then value. What's next? They are saying that a function should always return the record. Okay, let's use records. Now let's follow the steps. If value is an empty string, delete a given property. Okay. If value equal to empty strings, let's see, we have album title, artist, track. We have four values: 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't follow. Now okay, he's saying then use else if saying prop if prop isn't tracked, then value value. It's not empty. So assign value to prop C. This is too crazy, man. But let's work. Let us think. Okay. You are finished. We are finishing with the function first. Else. The next we're gonna add another if. Okay. The first if, so you have to delete there. We use delete to delete properties, array, no, in object. So we use records. That's record collection. Well, here is called records in the function. So we're gonna use records, and we're gonna access it. We have to delete. It's an empty string. We should delete it given property. So there's ID, because each of the albums is represented by an ID. So we get the ID and then we get the props. But aside of album title, artist, we're gonna use this. Prop. Okay. Then else if prop. If prop distinct or different of track, but we try to access this one. I always have that doubt if here it's not like they are not using quotation mark, why when we try to access the track like a condition we have to put it into the quotation marks like this? But he says using value an empty string. Okay. Okay, we're gonna use the same method like this. See this one. That's how we're supposed to access variables. No, objects. Sorry. But saying we have to assign these as value. Okay, the last one is we got two. we create this, and we return this. We do the first one, this one. If value is empty strings, then we do the second one. If different of track, different of empty value. If different of empty value, we add this to the value. Now is if prop is track in value is in an empty string, but the album doesn't have a track, doesn't have tracks properties, create an empty array and add value to it. Okay, how do I get to that? Okay, if let's see, sorry, record, we're gonna use like the same method here. If records, we get the ID first, and then we ask has its own property. Then we look for the property we are looking for, and is tracks. And then what did he say? We should create an empty array. So we go records. Okay, we access the ID, dynamic, and then the tracks. And we equalize it as an empty array. And then at the end, here we have the last one. If prop track and value is an empty string and value, add value to the end of the album. Semi-sheet records ID, because we need the ID to access the album. We use tracks because we have to add it to the empty array. No, it's outside. Tracks and push is the method we use to add elements at the end of the array, and then what do we want to add is the value. I think this is a function. I don't know, let's check. Okay, that was nice. It's completed. I thought I did it first before, and now let's see. Function, record collection, we have ID, we have album title, artist, and track. Those are the properties. But and value, record ID, props, everything, and the value are this. Like we were putting into practice all the methods we learn for the object. So submit. Now we can close this chapter. Loops, but not for the day.